Hey, I'm Jeff Benjamin.
And I'm Rob Riley.
And we are C.
I'm not doing that bit.
What do you mean? But we did it last time.
CPB. I'm not doing that bit.
We did it last time. It was good.
Not doing it.
When you were working on Subservient Chicken, did you think that it would become one of the milestone pieces of the decade?
I don't think anyone knew. You know, Bob Sanfroni and Mark Taylor, the creative team here, they had this great idea of having the Subservient Chicken, and it originally started as TV. It was a great TV campaign. Burger King loved it. We all loved it as that. And then at the last minute, there was this idea for a website, right, where the chicken would do whatever you asked it to do, and it was just sort of an afterthought.
It was a way of proving have it your way.
Yeah, it didn't cost a ton of money at the time, and we said, why not, right? And we did it. And it just, overnight, right, this thing takes off. And we were certainly surprised. We weren't ready for any of the traffic. It was crashing servers all over the world. We're like adding servers, they're all crashing. I thought it might be successful just because it was making me laugh. And you know, at the shoot, it originally had audio, and we couldn't stop laughing. And so all the footage, we had to take the audio out of the footage because there was too much laughing in the background.
But you also have to have a great client. Burger King been obviously a great client for us for many years, and they greenlit this concept. And you know, on paper it's pretty goofy. On paper sometimes these ideas seem pretty obvious or fairly bland, but when you get into production, that's where you really start to make the magic happen. And we worked with the Barbarian Group, who really once we brought them the idea, they were able to figure out the technology behind it and really bring it to life. So it was a perfect example of a good idea from an agency partnering with another agency in the Barbarian Group and really making something special.
And great teamwork.
Did the team and the client buy into the idea from the start, or did it take some convincing that it would be the right solution?
Well, I had a Word doc basically that I printed out, and I went over to the client's house. She was pregnant, so she was on sort of a leave of absence at the time. I think she was going to have the baby in the next couple days, and basically sold it off a paragraph. And I think she had a lot of questions, but she kind of went on with it. She was probably on some medication.
Did you act out?
I had to act out a few things. I don't know what I acted out. I think I did jumping jacks or something. Yeah.
Were there any technological issues doing such cutting-edge work that needed to be overcome?
Well, it was one of those projects where, you know, you do sort of go in and sell it to the client, and then you come back and you're like, how the fuck are we going to do this? Yeah. Or how the hell are we going to do this?
How the heck are we going to do this?
How the heck are we going to do this? A few weeks before we went out to do the shoot, we set up a fake site, and we said, if this site was real, what would you ask the chicken to do? And so over the course of the next few weeks, everybody in the agency, I mean, this was really an instance where the whole agency comes together to work on this thing. Everyone at the agency is coming onto the site and typing in things that they would ask the chicken to do, right? You know, stand on one leg, jumping jacks, you know, crazy things.
The most popular one was "Go fuck yourself." I think that was the one that kept coming back.
And that's when we realized
that. Go F yourself.
That's when we realized we were going to have some clips where he's going like no, no,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, so we came up with the notion
exactly.
He would come. So we had keywords that were naughty words.
Yeah.
And you know, anytime that would be input, whether it was the F word or
he wouldn't do it. He'd be like, naughty. Shame on you.
Shame on you. So it was a nice little. That's when I think mostly is when people, wow, this guy is real.
Yeah.
Because you know, he knows when I'm asking him to do something naughty. So that was sort of the magic of to me the entire thing is that you kind of believed that this guy was in a suit for 24 hours a day. Anytime he went on there, he was going to respond. Well, the suit cost more than the site.
The suit did cost more than the site.
How would you describe the evolution of digital work over the last 10 years?
You're the master. I'm just a puppet.
Well, I mean, for me, I think it's going to continue to diversify. When Subservient Chicken launched, I think doing a brand doing a microsite, it was sort of a novel approach, right? Now we've got banners, microsites, you've got things in social, you've got installations, you've got mobile, you've got video games. So many different things are all digital and interactive for us, and I think the brands that can harness all of those different channels are the ones that are going to win.
So I think when Subservient Chicken came out, it was very much about entertainment or engagement, and now we've sort of evolved into making tools. But now I think you see how the digital is way more powerful. It's solving business problems, you know, and 12 Force is a perfect example of, you know, how do we make customer service quicker, faster, more enjoyable, not completely annoying. Yeah. And so I think we're going to see more and more of that.
Brands are demanding more than just laughs, out of the work that we do as agencies.
Which is good, because I'm out of laughs. I'm out of anything funny.
Yeah, we're not that.
You're pretty funny.
Sometimes I'm
You're a funny guy.
looking. I can be funny looking.
You're very whimsical. But I think that's why a lot of the work we do for CPB and our clients has an element of fun to it, no matter what it is. That's really Jeff, and what Jeff brings is this level of whimsy that makes anything we do sort of catch on or get passed around, because there is an element of fun. Great job, Jeff. Stay fun.
For a long time, I think the digital space had always been about just pure innovation, just technical stories, right? Technology stories, and I think with Subservient Chicken and I think some of the other successes that we've had as an agency are because we've been able to take that technology, and then you've been so great at bringing stories to it, making that technology matter to people, and I think that's why these brands have had a lot of success, because we've been able to marry both together.
Yeah, storytelling.